Hello, we're talking to you about our album.
Yep, should be a comprehensive guide to our history and our music.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Hey guys, you're
Hey.
back.
We're talking about our very first album and song, which is Cheese and Viva la Cheese.
Oh yeah.
I mean, literally, I got a computer and I got a keyboard and we started pissing around one day. And
So to be honest, I don't, it sort of started. I'm not sure how it started exactly, but we decided that, well, we all have the right equipment.
yeah,
Or Rob had the right equipment.
and then Darren started pissing around on a keyboard, and then I grabbed the microphone to test if it worked, and Cheese came out, and then we ended up listening to it and thinking, that's actually not bad.
It became a revolution. It really, if it went bad, we probably wouldn't have done all this other shit.
No, which, yeah. I mean, if that hadn't bad, we wouldn't have done all the bad albums and now got to the good albums. I mean, the rest of Viva la Cheese sort of spurred from it. But after that, we found it very, very difficult to sing about anything but cheese, and I still do. I'm still coping with that. I'm like a cheesophile.
There probably was an exception when we did I Wrote You a Love Song even though you don't have ears because you're a lettuce.
Yeah, but I mean, in albums after, it's been kind of a challenge of mine to not mention cheese.
Well, I think you haven't noticed before, we have actually mentioned cheese at least once in every album.
Yes, we have.
Except actually in Mauve album we actually mentioned it once, but
in saying I didn't mention cheese.
So, I like other things and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Right. We also got to talk about some of the other songs. So we have This Is Good Apparently.
Oh yeah, that was probably our.
It's like the first indie song where it's just literally me singing about how I have a boring life,
but making it sound really interesting.
but making it funny.
That's pretty much what indie is.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
We're not getting to hating indie, but it's shit.
Yeah.
Right, whatever songs we got. Cheese Song Part 2, we don't even need to mention that. It's more of the same, really. Apart from it's like kind of.
Well, yeah. Shortbread, which was completely bizarre, wasn't it?
Well, a lot of these early albums had a lot of short little skits, and literally we were just grabbing the keyboard and making whatever we wanted. Shortbread was literally Darren.
That was just me being completely random. Just I mean,
it's pretty
I
funny.
thought shortbread. Have you got any shortbread? But the thing is, when we recorded it, we put the vocals on really deep, so just to make it sound slightly more slightly higher comedy factor than if it is with our normal voices.
We've also got the song which I've heard the most times probably on my iTunes library, which is Suck My Ass T-Pain.
Oh yeah,
which
that
was literally
is
like, we were literally had like a load of songs, try to record something random, I grabbed the microphone, literally did a noise, then auto-tuned it, and that's what it came out as, and forever now, we just can't stop. It just keeps coming back on me.
Yeah. I mean, all the other times we tried to attempt it, it doesn't sound right. It always sounded right the first time we did it. Completely out of the blue. Absolutely no rehearsal at all for that song. Well, the whole album we actually had no rehearsals for.
Well, yeah, it's completely true. I mean,
you sort of knew where we were at that time.
I mean, if you want to know who we are and our roots, you have to download that album. You know, there's some people that collect other people's albums in their first album, and that was where we began. And you have to remember that we were just pissing around at that point. And to be fair, we put it on the internet as kind of a little, there's lots and lots of shit music on the internet which gets thousands of downloads. And we put it up there as a joke because we didn't expect anyone to ever want it. And then after quite a few downloads,
yeah, sort of
it's become like...
They want more. They want more.
Yeah,
they want more from us.
So that's it. Get it.
Yep.
Hello, we're talking to you about our album.
Yep, should be a comprehensive guide to our history and our music.
Yep.
Enjoy. Hey guys!
We're here to talk about our second album, our second full album, which was following off the kind of success of Viva la Cheese.
Yeah, we tried to keep a randomness, but to be honest, since we pretty much tried to incorporate all our ideas into one album, it sort of had a little bit of a mental block, didn't we?
Well, I think we kind of got halfway through it. I mean, we did like the Tree song, which was just more off cheese. I mean, that's another example of how we just kept using cheese for everything.
Yeah, we used the same melody, we just replaced cheese with trees.
Cheese Song Part 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my laptop screen. I'm trying to remember what songs on it because it wasn't that memorable. But I mean, we had some good songs, kind of like the Valley Miners Anthem and things like that. But it was a lot a lot shorter skits, and also it kind of. I think when we started recording it, 5 songs or something just came out.
Yeah.
And they were like extras. But after that, it was like, come on, we've got to finish this. We've got to finish this. We've got to finish this. And it got very difficult. I mean, yeah, Escargot. What's that?
Yeah, basically it's pretend we dragged in a load of files with people shouting
and sounding like we're in France.
Oh, yeah, and I made a little French-sounding accordion on the keyboard.
Yeah, basically.
And there's me basically saying all the different landmarks, which are basically in a ridiculously close proximity to each other. And it's like, yeah, everything's on top of each other.
I mean, basically, if I could describe it. I mean, I don't even think we really need to go through the rest of the song because it was so forced. I mean, if I could describe it, I'd say it's like Viva la Cheese Part 2, but it's not as good. It's like a film sequel where it's not as good.
Yeah.
It's like you've had the first one, which is great, or maybe it wasn't great, it was just average, but the second one just doesn't cut it, and that's what it was. But hey, we're reviewing our music, and we've got to be honest with the people. I mean, you're not paying for it, but at the end of the day. You've got to waste your hard drive space on downloading it. I mean, if you want to download it, go for it. If you like Viva la Cheese, get it. It's more of the same humour, the same kind of thing. But if Viva la Cheese wasn't your cup of tea, then definitely avoid it. That's what I got to say.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a pretty good summary of that one. Oh yeah, Epica. That was quite a good one. I like that.
Oh, Epica was kind of Darren's first step to madness. He was. I think we were running. We kind of didn't have many songs, and then Darren decided he'd do a big improv thing with me randomly going on in it.
Yeah, I basically just I basically came up with well, coincidentally happened to be the same chords as the Cheese song.
Yeah,
but it just sounds better.
Yeah, it does sound better.
But I also added in the little analog keyboard solo intro, and ended it with a load of drums.
It's possibly the best song on there, but it doesn't fit.
Yeah,
it's like you go through the album and then you listen to all of our shit, and then you have that song, and then it goes back to shit again. It's a good song, but for the rest of the album, it's just like completely random, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to say about VD Day, to be
VD
honest.
Day, I just literally grabbed the mic, literally out of your hand, was just like blah blah blah, and did it, and it was done, and it's 13 seconds long, and you should love it.
Yeah. If you have a rather immature sense of humour, you might like
it. Hello. We're talking to you about our album.
Yep. Should be a comprehensive guide to our history and our music.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 this is me. Right, we're talking about
Raucous Wars.
I can't even say it, I'm not going to bother.
Yeah.
Basically, our album following up.
It's basically, well, if you have Viva la Cheese, Guerrilla Warfare, the last one was Raucous Wars.
Yeah.
And this is basically the last
Those
one.
Three like a random trio.
Yeah.
They're like a trilogy. There's not really a story to it.
No.
Well, there might be. We're losing our minds slowly.
Pretty much. That's the only thing we've got. That's the only thing we've got in common, really. That's fine.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a difficult third album, really, and it literally is difficult. I mean, there's some alright songs in it, like Dave's Ballad, but that's kind of only a personal joke to us, so it didn't really fit.
It's basically about our PE teacher who was he was probably the least popular teacher in the whole school, but he had his moments where he was. What he said was just hilarious. What's basically saying about I don't know how we touch. It's sort of relating to a love song.
And then we left gaps, and then you just randomly added it in. Yeah.
But the thing is, I made the mistake of altering my voice, and you can barely hear what I'm saying because it's so distorted.
It was. I mean, basically, we done.
Sit down. Excuse me.
This was a lot of the. This is a lot of us messing around on MIDI keyboard and stuff. I mean, one of the best lines on the whole album is on Too High Mice See How They Die, which you can't really hear it because obviously we have the voice sound like mice. But the best line is I'm like, no, Ryan! And I don't know where it came from, but when we were recording that,
I pretended I was being a cat. I was being a cat. being eaten by a cat. I was like, ah!
And I just ran like, no, Ryan! And Darren actually had to stop and started laughing because of it. And,
I know, it's just brilliant.
yeah, Backton.
Yeah,
Which is basically a sequel to Epica.
yeah, it's sort of, well, it's in the same scale, so in a way you can relate to it being a sequel. But the thing is, yeah, I'm a little bit, well, I'm quite impressed.
I mean, it took him a while, and actually, I'm impressed by flipping Mr. Mac. I was ready for it to crash about 10 times while making an 11-minute 20 song.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm a little bit, a little bit disappointed by it, simply because I didn't really write any lyrics for it. Well, I didn't write any lyrics, but I came up with them on the spot. The thing is, they're all really samey, and there's not enough of them. There's also a few parts instrumentally which were drag on a little bit, but I do recommend that really good keyboard, that analog keyboard and guitar combination. Absolutely love that. That riff, I've been trying to use that for my own work.
Yeah.
But nothing seems to be taken off, and so I'm focusing on GM. So.
It's very random. It's not as good as Guerrilla Warfare, which in turn is not as good as
Viva la Cheese.
Viva la Cheese.
Yeah, out of those three, I still pick Viva la Cheese, but Warfare Force is still in there.
It's still funny. I mean, download it if you like the same as them too. I mean, we could put all three of them on the same album, randomise them, and you wouldn't be able to tell which one come off which album because they were made so quickly within each other.
There's also Rap Cheese before we made the Value Pack for some reason.
Yeah, we did Rap Cheese, which was literally us doing cheese things, and then I think literally we recorded that like a couple of days before, and we were like, this is good, and then we were like bringing guitar and stuff. This was like, pre-guitar, which is why it's not as good. But anyway, if you like the sound of
Viva la Cheese,
yes,
I'll get it.
Download it.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah. Hello. We're talking to you about our album.
Yep. Should be a comprehensive guide to our history and our music.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Hi, this is talking about our album, The Sun Is Hot, which also with Dr. Love, but he's not here.
Yeah, we couldn't get hold of him. He's somewhere.
He's off doing love stuff. He's off loving around the world.
He's off Dr. Lovin'. He's off loving with...
Yeah, okay, we should stop these jokes, they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
Basically, this song's got a...
It's basically... Quite a lot of it is material that we've used off GarageBand, but it's also got some things which we lost from the Mac as well.
The Domestic, which is a big improv, which was when it was me, you, and Dr. Love here, and but I lost it off my computer, and this kind of stuff.
It's definitely got a few. It's definitely got a few funny bits, particularly. I bloody love a Domestic. T-Pain T-Suit Sue. That is just. Whenever I listen to that, I cannot help but smile. Or when I first heard it first time, I was even in an English lesson. I remember this. My iPod was on shuffle, and that came on. And I basically, right in the middle of doing an assignment, I was just laughing so much.
It's one of those things that it's like, it's random, and there's some other good songs like Improvisation Test, where Dr. Love set me a challenge to basically he shout out words and I had to kind of rap or talk about it.
A lot of the stuff I wasn't here for because I was on holiday, but luckily
there's still quite a bit of
luckily I think Dr. Love did quite a good job, particularly on I like Neighbourhood Watch Pictures.
Well, Dr. Love's been kind of a big fan of ours, and we've chatted to him about it and things. And I think when he was here just with me, he was like, "Hey, do you want to piss around?" And then we ended up like Neighbourhood Watch Pictures was like. It was a layered song, there was lots of different sounds in there, and it came off really well. There's some really good lines.
Yeah,
but, I mean, basically, it sounds the same as pretty much all our other albums, but there's a lot more shorter songs, and it's a lot more random. And I mean, some of the stuff on there, like I know Domestic is just random, and like what's it called? Hate is a strong word, but I really, really mean it.
Yeah, what is beers?
It was literally just literally random recorded when we were just recording the other albums.
Yeah.
And then I lost it, and then I found it. I mean, even though to other people it sounds shit, we're really happy to have that back because it's freaking hilarious.
I think it's just, Domestic. I cannot believe how funny Domestic is. I just cannot. I think after that song, we were the first ever band to have a guitar on auto-tune.
Yeah.
Probably the first ever band to have that happen.
Yeah. This was still, you know.
It's all entirely auto-tuned. It's just me. Well, it's almost like a domestic dispute between T-Pain and Kanye West or someone like that.
Yeah, it's
Not of epic proportions. It's like, I've got a new boyfriend, it's T-Pain, get the fuck out of here. Beep, sorry.
Yeah, it was definitely really random. And then obviously people have, you know, we have a lot of random song titles, album titles, which come up from us deciding it after. When me and Dr. Love had finished recording it, we couldn't think of a name, and then we were listening to improvisation test, and there's a bit where he says "sun," and all I reply back is "the sun is hot," and I just think that
idea.
Yeah. And it actually it's probably one of the albums that took longest to record, mainly because it was done in quite a few different sittings, and we spent, I think, me and Dr. Love spent quite a lot of time on like neighbourhood watch bitches, whereas normally it'd be like beep 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 do done, and that'd be it.
Yeah.
So definitely download it, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a worthy collection.
I think it's funny, and it's got charm.
Yeah, it's got that sort of eat thing. The
Feel good.
yeah, a few laughs.